There is a quiet moment that most people avoid. It comes when nothing is distracting you. No noise, no performance, no one to impress. Just you and whatever is vibrating beneath the surface. Have you noticed how certain people keep finding you? The same kind of relationships? The same emotional climates? Different faces? But the same feeling. As if life is echoing something back to you that you never consciously chose. And the unsettling question is not why they appear. It's what part of you is calling them in. We like to believe we attract what we want, but more often, we attract what we are willing to tolerate, what we resonate with in silence, what matches the frequency we live in when no one is watching. The resonance principle doesn't care about your affirmations. It doesn't respond to your intentions. It listens only to your inner state, the one shaped by your wounds, your fears, your unspoken truths. So, before we talk about attraction, we have to talk about honesty. Because resonance is not kind. It is precise, and it reflects you with uncomfortable accuracy. Most inner conflict doesn't scream. It hums, a low, constant vibration beneath your daily life. You may call it anxiety, loneliness, restlessness, a sense that something is always slightly off. But underneath those words is often a deeper tension, the distance between who you appear to be and who you actually are inside. We learn early how to adjust our frequency, how to soften ourselves to be accepted, how to sharpen ourselves to be respected, how to dim parts of us so we won't be abandoned. And slowly, without noticing, we begin broadcasting a version of ourselves that is only partially true, not a lie, but an incomplete signal, and life responds accordingly. You attract relationships that feel familiar, but unfulfilling, opportunities that almost fit but never fully align, moments of connection followed by a strange emptiness. Because resonance doesn't follow your words, it follows your unresolved patterns. Ask yourself quietly, what emotional state do I return to when I'm alone? That is your frequency. Trauma doesn't just hurt you, it tunes you. It teaches your nervous system what to expect, what feels normal, what feels safe. For some, chaos becomes familiar. For others, distance. For others, emotional unpredictability wrapped in moments of intensity. And so you resonate with people who can recreate that inner environment. Not because you want pain, but because your system recognizes it. This is why healing can feel disorienting. Because when your frequency changes, what once felt magnetic starts to feel wrong. And what once felt boring begins to feel peaceful. But peace can feel threatening to a system trained on survival. So we sabotage, we drift back. We call it chemistry, we call it fate, but often it's just resonance. What do you keep mistaking for love that is actually familiarity? The mind loves stories, especially comforting ones. I keep attracting the wrong people. I'm unlucky. They changed. The world is against me. But resonance asks a quieter, sharper question. What part of me is still vibrating at this level? Not as blame, as awareness. Because frequency is not moral, it is mechanical. If you carry unspoken resentment, you will resonate with tension. If you suppress your truth, you will attract those who cannot hear you. If you abandon yourself, you will find others who do the same. Life doesn't punish, it mirrors. And the mirror only changes when the signal does. This is where avoidance begins. Because seeing this means you can no longer pretend. Awareness is not a bright moment. It's uncomfortable. It means noticing the subtle ways you betray your own needs. The moments you stay silent to keep harmony. The way you minimize your pain so others feel comfortable. Each compromise adjusts your frequency. Each unexpressed truth adds static to the signal. And eventually, you don't even know what your true vibration feels like. You say you want connection, but you resonate with distance. You say you want authenticity, but you broadcast caution. You say you want depth, but you avoid being seen. So life sends you echoes of that confusion. Let this question land slowly. Who would disappear from your life if you stopped pretending? Resonance does not require effort. It requires alignment. And alignment is not self-improvement. It is self-confrontation. It's allowing the discomfort of truth to move through you without numbing it away. When you sit with your grief instead of distracting yourself, your frequency shifts. When you acknowledge your anger instead of spiritualizing it, your frequency shifts. When you stop chasing validation and allow loneliness to speak, your frequency shifts. Not dramatically, subtly, but subtle changes alter everything. You don't try to attract differently. You simply stop emitting distortion. And suddenly, what arrives feels unfamiliar, but clean. There is a moment many people fear, when the old patterns stop responding, when the people who once felt magnetic no longer pull, when the chaos goes quiet, when the drama fades, and there is a gap, a silence where nothing rushes in. This is not emptiness. It is recalibration. Your system is adjusting to a new signal, and this is where many turn back, because the unknown feels colder than familiar pain. But if you stay, if you don't rush to fill the space, something precise begins to happen. Life responds differently, not louder, clearer. Resonance is not about attracting more. It's about attracting truer conversations, truer connections, truer conflicts. Even pain becomes cleaner when it matches who you actually are, and ease stops feeling suspicious. You don't manifest your worth, you remember it. You don't force alignment, you remove what was never you. And slowly, your external world rearranges itself around your internal honesty. No ritual, no performance, just coherence. Ask yourself gently, if my life is an echo, what is it echoing back to me right now? There is nothing mystical about becoming aligned. It is deeply human. It looks like telling the truth and losing what cannot follow you. It looks like grieving old versions of yourself. It looks like being misunderstood before being met. But resonance rewards integrity. Not immediately, not dramatically, quietly, in the way conversations feel lighter, in the way your body relaxes, in the way your mind stops negotiating its existence, and you realize you were never attracting the wrong things. You were attracting the right reflections of who you were being. Now, notice your breath. Notice the absence of urgency. This is where clarity lives, not in answers, but in stillness. You don't need to chase your vibrational match. You only need to stop running from yourself. And when you do, what arrives will not feel like fate. It will feel inevitable. A quiet recognition. A sense of coming home. If this awareness continues to resonate with you, this space will remain open. You're welcome to stay here, not to learn more, but to remember what you already know.